Hello everyone, my name is Ray Bowman and this is my week 2 presentation on my issue analysis for our MPA 570 Public Policy Analysis class. Today's presentation will continue to focus on the drought conditions in the United States, both on a national level and a regional level. As a quick overview, today's presentation will cover the issue analysis, current policies and laws, potential stakeholders that would be concerned about policies related to the drought, a list of my references, and of course, a closing. So, our issue analysis for the drought conditions on a national level include the following. So, according to the National Integrated Drought Information System, 31% of the United States is currently experiencing drought conditions. That data is as of today, January 18th, 2025. And a drought, according to the National Integrated Drought Information System, is defined as a deficiency of precipitation over an extended period of time, resulting in a water shortage. And droughts can be categorized in different ways. There are hydrological droughts, agricultural droughts, meteorological droughts, ecological droughts, and socioeconomic droughts. A hydrological drought, for example, is when water supply becomes low and evident in the water system. And agricultural droughts, as an example, is when crops become affected by the water shortage. Drought conditions are particularly important, especially as it relates to water quality, public health, agriculture, and more specifically for California, instances of wildfires. According to the California Department of Water Resources, California has intermittently experienced drought conditions spanning years and even in some instances more than a decade. According to the LA Times, and more recently, California experienced the driest 3-year period on record from 2019 to 2022. In fact, as of today, 90% of Los Angeles County is under severe drought conditions. And why are drought conditions and water levels important to Californians? Well, I'm sure most of us have seen the news recently about the Santa Ana windstorms and the wildfires that are occurring in Pacific Palisades and Eaton Canyon. These fires have consumed over 37,000 acres of land. It's devastated countless homes and claimed lives. California's low water resources, dry vegetation, and strong winds have all contributed into fueling the fire. So, what are the current policies and laws in place that govern drought conditions and water regulation? Well, on a national level, drought conditions are monitored by the Environmental Protection Agency, also known as the EPA. Their mission is to protect people and the environment from significant health risks. They also conduct research and they develop and enforce environmental regulations. The EPA enforces the Clean Water Act, which sets the standard for water quality and pollution control programs that ensure water remains safe. It restores the oceans, watersheds, and various aquatic ecosystems, again, to protect human health, support economic activities, and provide healthy habitat for wildlife. So even though the primary federal regulation for water conservation falls under the Clean Water Act under the auspices of the EPA, a lot of the regulation that is felt locally is on the state level. California declared multiple states of drought emergency, as can be seen on this list from the California State Water Resources Control Board. Governor Newsom, for example, declared a statewide drought emergency in October of 2021 and called for residents to reduce water consumption by 15%. After a series of wet winters, thankfully, Governor Newsom lifted the emergency declaration in March 2023. While the emergency declaration was in place, local jurisdictions took on ordinances and local resolutions that enacted their own policies regarding water conservation. For example, the city of Monrovia adopted an excess usage penalty, which is a penalty that's assessed on your water bill if you use more than 90% of your 2020 consumption. So, who are the potential stakeholders that would be interested in drought conditions and water conservation policy? There are a variety of NGOs that would be interested in these policies. For example, U.S. Water Alliance, the Wildlife Foundation, National Farmers Union, California Fire Safe Council, the Nature Conservancy, and American Water Resources Association, to name a few. Listed on this slide are my references used for the presentation. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I look forward to your feedback. Have a great day.